Hey, 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 hey!
Good afternoon, good evening, good night, or good morning, depending on where in the world you are watching the show.
Wherever you are, it's a happy Wednesday.
It is indeed a happy Wednesday. First of all, I think we're going to raise another cup and say cheers.
Q Corner cup of tea.
Mm-hmm. So thank you very much for joining us. If you've joined us over there on Facebook or if you're joining us directly on YouTube too, we are very glad that you have joined us from wherever you're from.
Absolutely. Look who's behind us.
Ah, yes, indeed. We have the one and only Dante. So we're going to have Dante on here live in a little bit. If you do want to ask him any questions, please feel free. However, we really do need you to dive over onto the YouTube link to ask any questions.
By all means, comment and have a chat on the Facebook page. We welcome it. That'll be awesome. Stick a thumbs up, stick a heart, stick a smile, whatever you want. However, if you want to actually ask a question to Dante on this show, you need to pop it in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, you need to get yourself off from Facebook over onto YouTube to ask anything.
Watch them on
also,
okay.
For those that are watching on Facebook, if you hablo español, thank you. That's as far as that goes. We do actually have a translator in the chat translating as fast as she can into Spanish on the YouTube as well.
Sorry, we're not quite there for our guest yet, but I'm watching him in the wings and I'm entertained already.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're going to do is, before we get over to Dante, we do have a couple of things, first of all.
We do, Keith. What is it?
Well, first of all, we have this, Dom, in the fact that it is Happy International Balloon Month.
Hope
you enjoyed
rather fast.
CBA Day on the 7th, 2 days ago.
To me, it seems like it was March, the convention month, and then now, September.
Yeah, I know we're in September
what
already.
Happened?
Yeah. So, so it is International Balloon Month. So what you need to do is, anything you put out there, stick the hashtag on there, hashtag International Balloon Month, so that people can explore it, like we did on this one on Facebook, or you can search for it on Instagram and other social media.
Yeah. So share your cool stuff that you've been up to, creating, sharing, selling, and all that kind of goodness.
And you'll see that it has been shared as well across Mr. Q's Facebook page for all of the entries. So again, happy International Balloon Month for everybody. We hope you're having a good one. What else we got coming up, Dom?
Christmas. We've got a What's Hot.
What's Hot? We have indeed. We've got a What's Hot right now, Qualitex webinar, which is Organic Essentials for Today, by the one and only
Mr. Adamo.
It is. It's Chris Adamo. That's coming up on the 16th. If you haven't signed up for it already, you need to get yourself signed up for it. I think it's $25 or something like that. So get yourself signed up for that.
Absolute steal.
It is. It's 2 hours, which is an hour and a half of practical knowledge, hints, tips, and techniques.
We've seen some sneak peek bits that he's been preparing, and it's going to be good. You don't want to miss it.
And then also half an hour of question and answers where you can ask Chris directly anything that you want to know about what you've been learning.
And if you're worrying about the time zone, or you're at work, or you've got a job commitment, don't worry. Sign up, pay your dollars, and then you get to watch it. It's live for you to watch afterwards. I think it's up to 30 days at least. I think it is.
Yes.
But you can watch it. You don't have to watch it live if not possible. Obviously, watching live is the best because you get to answer ask the questions, but you can watch it afterwards, which a few people have been doing because of time zone and the like. It's not always possible.
If somebody's asked in there how to sign up, well, the easiest way is we find.
Well, you can't go wrong with
Qualitex.com. Get yourself over onto Qualitex and
the events page.
Go to the events page, like it says highlighted up there, events. And then you'll find that the top event on there is a link. You can go for online webinar. You can click straight through and you can sign up through there.
If you are on the Q Corner YouTube channel, there is a video there as well about how to sign up and get set up as well. Because it's not a standard, straightforward.
Because it's done, although it's done through Zoom, it's not a normal Zoom webinar where you just need the code and your password. It's a little bit different because it's a webinar, not just a Zoom meeting. Okay, so it's well worth checking out that video.
It's just a bit different to possibly what you're used to, but the video there tells you how to do it, and you can actually do it earlier, so you're all done and ready to go. And the event normally opens up about 15 minutes beforehand as well, so you can kind of come in and chat to other delegates that are waiting there as well. So it's always fun watching people doing a little bit of networking whilst in the green room.
Absolutely.
So okay, cool.
The last thing that we have to show you before we get over to Dante is a little video, because people have noticed that recently Qualitex moved over to a different kind of packaging, which is this one instead of this one. Now, there's been lots of comments. There's been positives and negatives to, in response to it.
No one likes change.
That's the thing, isn't it? A lot of things.
I think that was us.
Yeah.
No!
We don't like change. Now, the thing for us was, more than anything, was that when we have our nice Qualitex wall and everything's on there, everything should look the same. We have the Qualitex brand all the way across. So this blue goes across until we hit the white. And I know that there's quite a few people that have done the same thing. So while we're changing over some of the older product to the newer product, what could we do? Now,
we had a good conversation about this, because we had our initial thoughts on this one, and like we've done in the past, is we would normally keep one of the cards. So we would just keep a single part of the card, and we'd have that as our backstop. So once we finish selling our foils, we've got a full fascia
with a little sticker on that's got our logo on, so we know it's the last one.
You know, it's out of stock, but it's a placeholder, right? So we know that what was on that hook, so it's nice and simple. So we considered, well, if we just keep one of the old ones, and then that can always go on to the front. So that would kind of, fix our problem.
Which is fine until you get new product that has been released, and we've never had the older version of it. That's a problem.
And seasonal products. So we've got seasonal products that we haven't got the new one yet. We want to sell through the old, and we haven't got that transition stock. So we haven't got the, it just doesn't work fully. So that was where we were at, and that's kind of where we left it. And it came up in conversation
with a certain Mr. Luke Bertrand.
Yes.
And we can see him, he's in the chat there as well. Hello, Luke. Thanks for joining us. And now Luke has sent this video across to share with you guys.
A genius idea.
Corner, and it is kind of genius. So if you like things nice and neat like we do, this is an idea for now until you get that stock moved through. So you're going to need to get ready for this to go this.
No, I'm not ready at all. What do we want? We want this. I'm going to give you some audio.
Yeah.
And you're going to go here.
And I'm going to go like this. Okay, enjoy this very short video.
Love that.
Absolutely love that. Thank you so much to Luke for sharing that video with us. I thought it was a brilliant idea. Just chop off the top. It doesn't matter if you don't have exactly the right foil to have the whole front like we were kind of suggesting before.
Exactly. And if it doesn't work out in the balloon career for you, Luke, as well, a nice idea of being a hand model. I think you need to pull that one off.
But I think it is such a good idea that, in fact, I think that is a golden nugget for the day. So you're going to have one of them. Well, there we go. You're going to have a golden nugget. Yes, it's a new effect. It is a new effect. We're quite chuffed with it. So.
One second. We've got another one as well. We have to use this one. So if you like the golden nugget, don't forget.
Subscribe and get that bell on so that you don't miss anything from Q Corner over on the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Q Corner Show.
Right, I think we should bring our guest in.
I think we should. He's been waiting in the wings very patiently. We were chatting earlier to him, and he has got so much to share with you.
Great bits of information.
We have to keep stopping him.
Yeah. It's all there.
It is.
It's fantastic.
And if you've got your own question, remember, as we're going through the questions, chuck them in the chat, and we'll see if we can add your questions to the queue to ask Dante directly. So without further ado...
You're going to bring him into the back there, yes?
No, we need the other thing, the other intro first, over the top of that.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, this is a special effect, guys.
Here goes.
See, it's time to talk.
All out this week.
The boys from Q Corner. And look who we found here, sleeping in the background.
This guy has been working hard.
He is. Hello, Dante.
Good morning, Dante. Good evening, whatever time it is there.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
We're within 2 meters. That's the problem.
Social distancing. He's in New Jersey and we're in the UK. Thank you very much for joining us, Dante, and taking some time out of your very busy schedule. We understand how things are at the moment, and to talk with the Q Corner viewers.
Yes, thank you.
It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys, and thank you for inviting me to share a little bit about what's going on in the business.
For those that don't know anything about Dante, what we're going to do is we've been lucky enough to work with Dante in many places around the world, and we love what he does and how he does it as well, which is very important. So what we've got to do is we asked Dante to come along and share some of his knowledge and business tips with what's been happening with him through this uncertain time. So, I think what we'll do is, shall we just dive into some questions?
Yeah.
I think we need some new graphics, Dom. See, we got the new graphics for the intro of the It's Time to Talk.
So let's give our friend Dante there some centre stage.
Centre stage.
So, up he
there
goes.
He is.
And then, are we ready for this? Are we ready? You ready?
We're still in the background, don't worry. We're not leaving them alone.
We're still here.
Look at that. New graphics.
There we go. So we've got a few questions, but if you have some questions for the lovely Dante, drop them in the YouTube chat, and then we shall be certain to try and add them for you. Right, okay, Dante.
Lots of people are shouting hi, Dante, from the various different channels. So you're getting hello from Mexico, Chicago, from Belgium, which is like a country, but it's smaller. You got hello from all across the country. So we're going to have some questions.
So a couple of questions here, just in case, the 3 people that don't know who you are. Find out.
So here we go. We're going to start from the top. How long have you been in, and how did you get started in the balloon industry?
Okay, I've been in the balloon industry for 25 years, and I start because my mom does foam sculptures for birthday parties. And since I born, and when I born, I have my house full with those foam sculptures, Princess, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Mickey Mouse, all those stuffs for parties. And then in 1996, we have the first balloon convention in Brazil, and the guy who brought the balloon convention to Brazil, it's her friend. And he invited her to go to the balloon class and say, would like to join us on this balloon convention. And she said, I cannot go, but maybe my son wanna go. And then I was 18 years old at this time, and it was my first balloon convention. Besides this one, I never stopped.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So 25 years in the industry, where that makes you... you were 2 when you started, is that right, Dante?
It'll be 27 now.
Exactly.
Yeah. We'll stick with that story, it's good.
Yeah. Absolutely, because we're about the same age, yeah. So there we go. Okay. Next question. What kind of balloon business do you have? Retail, decor, entertainer?
Yeah, I have a retail and decor.
Yeah, because you started, retail was a new thing, right? Or it's a fairly new thing?
Yes, I do decoration for 25 years, basically. And retail, we have for a little bit more over 2 years.
Yeah, that's super.
Yeah, and you enjoying it?
Yes, and I have to say thank you for Kit and Dominic because
No,
you
you
guys
don't.
like
Stop.
No,
you
keep going.
guys. No, that's let's say the truth. I get so scared like to start my own business and all those travels we do all around the world. Then like the conversation we have on the backstage about like opening your retail store and how it works and everything. I was scared about to open my own, but you guys give me like the right directions and all the tips and concerns you guys gave me like make me feel more comfortable to get my own shop. Then I try to spread the word for other friends they are looking to open like balloon business like retail stores. I try to spread the word that I learned from you guys. Thank you so much.
You are more than welcome. More than welcome. The thing is that especially in the US, I think there's a lot of people that get scared of like the big brand multis, and they don't need to because you've just got to understand that what we do is different from them, and all you got to do is make yourself different so they can't compare
your
on
own
price.
identity. And
If you try to fight on price, you're going to lose against the big multis. So you've got to work on your strengths.
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. What else we got? In the early days of the pandemic, how was your business affected?
Oh, in the early days, that was extremely scared. Like I freaking out. Like on the was so funny. Like on the first day of the pandemic, I can tell you was like March 16 was a Monday. Was when we say we're gonna close the shop. Was 16, 15, 14. Yes, 14, 13. March the 13th, I think it was a Friday. I got a call from a client and he say, "Can I cancel my party?" And I say, "Of course. Like we don't want your money. We want to make a balloons for you." And then I say, "Yeah, yes, you can cancel." And he canceled the party. We refund the money he paid. And then I call my wife and I say, "Somebody cancel a party because this virus situation. I think people start freaking out." And I thought it was like a small stuff. I thought like people in 1 week gonna get back to normal. And then on the next 5 minutes, I have five more calls. People cancel parties. And then I call my wife. I say, "Man, I can't." I told her, like, say, "I'm freaking out right now. I don't know. I don't know what to do." Because it's not the money you're not doing, it's the money you have to get back for people and everything. Like all those amount of money, it's hard. And we have kind of 40 cancellations in 24 hours.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And that was crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I talk to the crew and I say, "Guys, I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what's happening in the world right now, but we have no business for the next week." And I say, "Everybody go home." Then from Monday, April 16, I say everybody's at home and we keep in touch to see what you're going to do. And then we get a call from a client, like a big client we have in a town like close to us. And she said, "Hey, Dante, what's going on?" I say, "I don't know what I'm going to give to my kids to eat next month because we have all cancellations and everything. I really don't know what to do because it's a brand new situation for all of us." And she said, "Okay, come into my house, make a big organic decoration and put the words, 'Stay strong.'" And I say, "Why you need that for?" She say, "Like this way, you can have some money to feed your kids next month." And I say, "Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate." And I went there and I put the balloons in front of her house. It says, "Stay strong." And she said, "Maybe somebody gonna see that and gonna copy the idea and do on their house as well." And I say, "Who? Which people in the world right now gonna think about balloons instead of food or medicine?" And she say, "You can get surprised." And again, I I get surprised. Like in another 24 hours, we get 60 orders for words in front of the house.
Yeah.
And people say, "Can you do my house?" I say, "Yes." And they say, I have to say, "Stay strong." I say, "You can say whatever you want." They say, "Okay, I want to put keep smiling. I want to put we got this. I want to put I don't know, good vibes. Like they start getting so creative, and I call everybody and to come back to the shop right after 2 days. Basically, we closed for one day, and then we hired five more people to work.
Wow. Talk about
Yeah, it was
growth
crazy.
under adverse conditions.
Absolutely.
It's
Yes, like
yeah,
I said, I believe in God a lot. Like I think God is something like really big, like above us, and then like we have to respect that. And I say, it doesn't matter what happen in your life. If you have God in your side, like you always gonna have like goods. You're gonna survive. You're gonna have everything right for yourself. And then I say, in a situation, I saw everybody closing places. I have friends. They close the restaurants. They close like whatever. Like they cannot work anymore. Like they are struggling. Like
Yeah.
we grow the business.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we understand. We have friends in other businesses as well, and it can be a real struggle right now. But I think we've been kind of almost lucky in a way in the fact that we are in the balloon industry, and people in the darkest times still need to celebrate and to spread a positive message. So.
which is I think it's really brought a lot of people together. You know, as bad as the situation is, you know that community spirit, the wanting to share goodwill, good messages, you know, reaching out to say we're here for other people, I think has been a worldwide fantastic story, and the fact that that can actually help pay the bills as well is just a win. That's fantastic. But it's really, I think for a lot of people watching, you know, they see a lot of people in the industry like yourself, you know, doing, you know, really well, but they don't see the other side where you were freaking out because you had the cancellations, you know, you had no jobs for a while, and it happens to us all, you know. It's scary times, and you know we had similar situation of people cancelling.
Yeah.
We did actually manage to capture a lot of our customers that we said we would refund you, or if you want to hold it as a credit, we would actually give you a 10% bonus of design for carrying that forward. So we actually maintained majority of the credit that was paid to us.
Yes, absolutely.
So we didn't actually have to do very many refunds at all.
And even though that people had done were for christenings and weddings and various other things, other events, they've since used most of those credits to celebrate other birthday events.
Or even just random good vibe messages. You know, it's been pretty astounding that people have spent money that way, and it surprised us like it surprised you. I think that people have spent money in a way that we weren't expecting.
No.
Yeah.
No,
we get 50% of the business was postponed. Like you said, people they still have like the credit here, and they can spend wherever they want. It's never gonna expire.
Yeah.
And 50% they really cancel the parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think ours was a little bit higher, but we do less events, so we do less bigger events. So a lot more of ours were smaller events and deliveries, so they were happy for us to hold on to credits that way.
Yeah, I think if we were more bigger decor based, we would have seen that kind of reaction as well.
Right, next question, Dom. Next question. We've got people are asking questions in the chat as well, and what we've done is we've added them to the end of a list so that when we get through the questions, we'll ask any questions you guys have as well.
I think you've sort of answered this one already. How did you react when you were forced to temporarily close your store? Yep, you freaked out.
Yes.
As did we all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As did we all.
Yeah,
everybody freaked out, right? Because everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. That's the rule of business, and everybody freaks out because nobody expects a global pandemic that forces everything to just close down.
Yes, that was and it's good to see, and I think again a lot of people understanding that it's happened to everybody. Nobody's been immune from this. This has been, you know, it's hit everybody hard, and just trying to kind of stay positive is key. So
Alessandro, by the way, he wants to know. Alessandro Padone wants to know if you will marry him, Dante. So.
Of course.
Yeah, he's proposing in chat at the moment.
Alessandro, yeah. If I was a marry, I marry him. I can tell you that.
Okay, just
yeah.
so you know, Dante, that's a verbally binding contract when you say that on Q Corner.
Okay.
Okay, what we got
And he
next?
speaks Portuguese.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Obrigado.
Oi.
What measures did you need to put in place to reopen your own store? Did you have to put any measures in place? Any screens or hand washing, or did you just put some measures in place, or what did you do to reopen?
Yeah. When we reopened the shop, we didn't kind of reopen. We keep you working inside the shop and doing deliveries, but the clients are not allowed to come to the shop because we are already basically 10 people working inside the shop all the time. And that means I cannot have 11 people to come in. Sometimes they come with friends, family, and gonna be too many people in a place. And then we say, you can call and place your order, we deliver it for you. Or when you get to the shop, you just call us and we go outside and give the balloons for you. And basically what we have is masks, like gloves, and hand sanitizer, then we can keep everything clean inside the shop. And when we do deliveries, we have the hand sanitizer and the sprays, like the sanitizer sprays. When you go outside, we basically do not talk to the client. We do not see the clients because we place everything on the lawn in front of the house, or when it's a balloon bouquet, it's inside a bag. We tie the bag at the door, and then we just walk back, and they open the door, they get the balloons, then they go inside. That's nothing, nobody touching it. There's no contact anyway.
Yeah. That's kind of similar with us. Yeah. We with the contactless deliveries was,
and the same with the store as well. We're working, but the shop is not allowing. The store's not allowing anybody in right now.
We have a big TV in our front store that it runs through lots of different images of what we can provide, but every other image is a big sign that says that we're operating via contactless deliveries, and the ways that people can contact us to organise those deliveries as well. So we can still put big displays on in our front window. We can still use our store windows to kind of push out there to the customers as an advertisement. However, we're not allowing customers into the store.
How are you visualizing designs for customers? Are you sending them, links to your website, or do you have a portfolio that you share?
Yeah, when we start the displays, we have 5 different displays. Then we did a flyer, electronic one. And every time when they call us, we say, okay, we're going to send you the flyer. Then we send the flyer by text message. They choose one and they reply on text message. And basically the payment, it's from those cash apps, not anything. And we did it here in the United States, we have Venmo. It's basically the big application for payments, money, everything. It's really quick, really easy. You have everybody's information there, or we can send the invoice through the internet, but that's take more time, and then we prefer do everything through Venmo.
But you've done a limited range to start with, saying you can have a choice of 5 designs. Is that right?
Yeah, we have 5 designs. And then they can pick one and change colors and the character, the number, the name, everything like this.
Yeah, see, I think that's really important. That you've structured your sales around a smaller range that you can accommodate. Because I think a lot of people have struggled with the customer wanting everything, anything, and people not having stock. It's complicated. Whereas what you've done is reduced your range to start with, which means you can be focused. I like that.
Yeah, when you go in a restaurant and they have the specials, they say that's the specials. Maybe you have a full menu sometimes, and sometimes you have the special. And at this time, by the amount of business we have to do in one day, is only the specials. You have
Yeah.
no options to like do anything else, and that's good.
Yeah, and we totally agree with that. Now you might get one or two customers that want something off the main menu, and they might not buy off you this time because then it's not what they want. But for the two customers you don't serve, you pick up another 20 or 30 who buy off the special. So yes, being structured and focused is very important. It's exactly what we did.
Yeah.
We only sold products that we had in stock and limited to a set range, and that worked well for us as well.
I mean, a lot of our stuff centered around new number designs.
Yeah.
Because we found that number designs, personalized designs, was what went crazy for us on our deliveries.
So yes, excellent. We like that. Good answer.
Next one. So, this is a good one actually for it. Since reopening, what are the key events being celebrated? Like for us, mainly for us, it was birthdays and new babies, and it was big on number designs and big on personalized designs.
Yeah, when we reopened, like basically the celebration of life was the biggest one. Like the good vibes sentence, like keep smiling, like stay strong, we got this. Those stuffs were really like the big ones for at least let's say almost a month was the biggest one. And right after this, it starts somebody asks, can I put, instead of those words, can I put like happy birthday for my son? And then we start doing the birthday ones. Then we create the birthday displays in all these ones. It was like the boom. In June, we got the graduation season. And graduation season was insanely good. Like we did over like I don't know, like I have no idea, like 1,000 displays.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
So again, it's interesting to see what people are and are not celebrating. But I think we found that for us, birthdays were the absolute strongest throughout.
Graduation went crazy
It did.
as well, but yeah, birthdays, especially for the younger ones, I think people were kind of worried about not celebrating an event because the kids are not allowed to have the parties or.
I think it built up right at the beginning. It was a bit quieter for birthdays, and it was just the good vibes and stay strong type displays. And I think initially, and we did this ourselves. My youngest son's birthday was right early in the pandemic.
Yeah, about March.
And we kind of said, you know what? Don't worry about it. We'll postpone and we'll do it later. And we had a little birthday party at home, and we'll come back to it. But I think as it extended the time frame, people started to go, well, this is set in. This is around for a while, so let's make the most of the birthday now. So we're going to buy balloons.
Yeah.
We're going to get them delivered.
Yeah.
And it really ramped up. And then I think once people started seeing that it was available, I would say our average spend actually went up on birthday displays.
One of the crazy things that we didn't expect was the Zoom parties. So when people were having birthday parties over Zoom, we were delivering balloons in the same style to multiple houses, and then they would put them in the background.
So families sharing,
so it feels like they're all in the same space virtually, which was kind of crazy. That was one that we didn't
that was
really
a really kind of warm feeling moment. Those ones, they're like. Yeah, we've been able to contribute to that family's event, even though they're not, physically connected.
So we deliver into multiple houses for the same event, which was weird.
Yeah.
But there we go.
That's cool.
Next question. Oh, have people's budgets changed?
People's budgets change.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Before, like, it was really cool because everybody come to the shop and say, okay, I want to spend $1,000, $1,500, I don't know, like, what matter? Doesn't matter. The budget was like, nice. They want to do something big and glamorous. And right now, like, because of the situation, and they don't want to spend that much money because they don't know how the situation all around the world will be in the future. they start saving money, and they do not stop doing parties. Like I said, they do not stop doing that things. They keep doing, but they do like small parties. They say, okay, I have $100, I have 200, 300, and everything, and we have to start doing all these designs or decorations inside the budget they have, and then we have to definitely like the budgets change a lot.
Okay, so your budget's reduced, but would you say you have more customers at smaller budget or the same amount of customers?
Oh no, much more with the small budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because the thing is that it feels like we've been preparing ourselves for this pandemic for years, because
yes.
We used to do big events and weddings and really focus on that, but years ago we pulled back from that and went for birthdays and babies, just everyday events. So we do lots of smaller parties, but lots of them, and that just seems to, I think for a lot of people, it's kind of, the price has come down, but it's gone wide because they've got a lot more customers, but a less of a spend.
It's a smoother sales curve. You know,
Yeah.
it's much more consistent. On a kind of a similar point as well is, would you find dealing with a client of the bigger budget easier or harder than dealing with the ones with the smaller budget?
Oh no, it's easy to deal with the small budget ones.
Yeah. See, that's us.
Yeah,
that's
that
why
is.
we love it. Yeah. They appreciate the business, but it's not, it's not a harder client to deal with. So for us, it's much more pleasant.
We've got one more,
Yes.
another question
And
that actually fits in with this.
something about this thing is, I remember when I talk to students inside the classes when we go teaching, they say, oh, like, about what you're gonna do, everything. Let me try to explain this part. Like we say, I always talk about like the Ferrari and the Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Like I say, who sells more cars, Ferrari or Volkswagen? And everybody say Volkswagen sells more cars, and that's correct. And then we ask, who make more money, Volkswagen or Ferrari? Then everybody say, oh, Ferrari make more money. I say, no, they make the same money. But one company sells 300,000 cars, and the other one sells only 300 cars every month. Like you have to, when you do Ferrari, you're gonna sell less cars, but with the high price. And Volkswagen gonna sell much more cars with low price.
Yeah.
And which one has more quality? Everybody say, oh, Ferrari has more quality. Say, no, both is the same quality, because for $1 million car, Ferrari, it's a high quality. And for a $30,000-$40,000 car, Volkswagen is high quality. Then the quality is the same, just change like how much work you're gonna put on these things. And balloons is the same. Before, we do a lot of Ferrari parties. And now we have to do a lot of Volkswagen parties, because people has like low budget, and then you have to keep the quality, and you have to fill the budget the client has there. Then you cannot say no. Like that means now on the production line inside the company, we have like Volkswagen productions. Like it's like each person inside our company do something, and by the end of the line, you have the display done. And before, we have to do a big party to make like this stuff. And basically, it's the same stuff.
It's more of a challenge. One of the other things that we found as well, a Ferrari customer is harder to find. There's less Ferrari customers, and then the ones who actually say yes are even limited. Whereas many more Volkswagen type customers, so you only need a small percentage of those to be able to do very well in business.
Yeah, and the thing is as well is that you're very right. There's plenty of room in the market for the Ferrari salesman and the Volkswagen salesman in normal situations. However, it's time to go more for us at least, it's time to go more for the Volkswagen than it is for the Ferrari, which actually is really nice onto that next question on there, which is how have your clients' shopping spending habits changed? I think you've already kind of fully covered that, unless you had anything to add to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think even the
You know,
Ferrari
it's
customers
based,
are Volkswagen customers right now,
Yeah.
and that's good because
yeah,
you can cater for them, and then hopefully they'll come back as a Ferrari customer at a later date because you've looked after them.
and I can tell you, the clients when the pandemic starts, all the big party stores in United States close, but we keep doing like our our balloons and delivery for the client. And then at this time, a lot of clients start know about us, and they didn't know about us before. And now, even when the big party stores come back to the market, to the business, those clients is still calling us and
Yeah.
asking for deliveries because I can tell you there is no moms all around the world. They wanna drive to a party store, try to put the balloons inside the car, and the
Yeah.
balloons fly to the sky, and they pop balloons, and they get tired, they get like tangled, like they hate those things. And they say, "I know, I don't want to do this anymore. Now I have like Dream Factory balloons. They're gonna do this for me. I don't want to
Yes.
deal with any other company." Like it's amazing. Like the business, and when everything get back to normal, the corporate events and the big parties inside gonna get back and gonna be a plus with the clients we are doing right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We completely agree. As you're looking after them at the moment, you're providing the service, and you're showing them that yes, they're paying more for you, but they're paying for that level of service, that level of professionalism, and that level of quality.
Well, I think what we found is in the early days for us, going back to when we actually started our balloon business, when we were looking for the corporate clients, when you're trying to knock on the door of a corporate business, it's very hard. But what we found is, after a while, is dealing with domestic retail customers, they are people who work in these big businesses. So when you deal with someone on a personal level, provide them for birthday balloons at their home, when the topic of conversation comes up in their business that they need to do some decor, we're the first people they ring because they go, I know the company that I want to use. So we got corporate off the back of doing birthdays and
private
babies.
parties.
So for us, it was an easy way to
And
get into.
And that what you say, Don, it's 100% true, and it connects with why we teach balloon decoration. People say, "Do you make money teaching like balloon decoration?" I say, "No, I don't make any." If you compare the money you do in your company and the money you do teaching, that is not. And then people say, "Do you make money teaching?" I say, "No." They say, "And why you teach?" I say, "Just because I want to keep the market like in a high level."
Yeah.
Because
Agreed.
that's what, don't say something like, if you do a nice job for somebody who works in a corporate company, they're gonna bring balloons there. Okay, imagine you don't know what to do with, you do balloons like really creepy balloons, like a mess for that person. When they talk in the company, they say, "Oh, let's do like a balloon decoration for our next event." That person gonna say, "No way, it's creep. It doesn't look good. It's a mess.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that." And then I say, when you teach people to do like a nice balloon decoration, like a professional one, not that's those like hobby people, adventure like companies, like a real like balloon company, those people gonna do a nice balloon decor. And when they talk inside the corporate, like, let's do a balloon decoration, they say, "Yes, let's do that because that looks amazing." And if it wasn't you who did the balloon decoration for the house, okay, in the person like the corporate the event will be close to your company, it's gonna reflect to you because people maybe gonna talk to you to do balloons for that, and then everybody grows.
Exactly.
It's
It
insane good
elevates.
when
It elevates the
everybody,
business. Yeah, we totally agree.
yeah.
We'd rather everybody be doing better work because then the whole industry grows, which is better for everybody.
Right, we're going to, I just need to sort this out one moment. We're going to be moving on to some questions from the viewers. So, first question from the viewer should have the name across the bottom. There we go, Nicole. Hi, Dante. I'm one of your students. Best teacher ever. Are you having your annual Halloween class this
Who
year?
is this, right? Mrs. Longhi?
No. Nicole, she's in the chat right there. I see her.
Yeah.
Check the IP address of
Yes.
that.
Okay. Hey, Nicole. Thank you for your question. Okay. We won't have the Halloween class this year because the pandemic, like the client, like we every year we do like a huge like balloon decoration for Halloween, and but this year like this client doesn't want to do anything because one of her sons has a disease and he cannot get like close to
So he's
coronavirus,
shielding.
or and
Yeah.
it's gonna be like really hard for him, like, and that's the reason this year she say we won't do this right now.
Never mind. Next
But
year.
like about, yeah, but talking about classes, in October, I'm gonna start every Wednesday. I call professional balloon course. It's gonna be from A to Z, one class every week. We're gonna teach techniques. We won't teach like Mickey Mouse under the sea, garden, nothing like this. We're gonna teach
Okay.
techniques for only 20 people. It's gonna be inside our shop, and it's only for who wanna take balloons like seriously, not who wanna play with balloons and always as a hobby. And that, but we're gonna talk about this like later.
Okay. I think you might come back on. We'll have to get you back on the show so we can, when we've got something set up like that, and we can find out how it goes. Right. Next question. Thank you, Nicole, for that one. We have from Monica. How many people do you have on your crew?
Okay, right now I have to count because
Fingers are
um,
going up.
like I cannot remember everybody, like all the names I have. 2, 4,
Crew member one,
5,
crew member
6,
two, crew member three,
7, 8, 9, 10. Like 10.
10.
10.
So that you've got more now than when you started the pandemic, yes?
Oh yeah. When when I started the company, it was just me and one lady on the phone. And now we have like it was 2 years ago. When I say thank you so much, Keith and Dominic, for all the tips you guys gave me, like to open my retail store, I never expect to grow that much. And then right now, like I said, we have like the ladies on the phone, we have like the production, like downstairs, we have the delivery crew. It's crazy. It's so good. I love it.
Yeah,
Good.
the thing is, Dante, is that the way that we say it is that all we do is we show people doors. It's up to the person if they want to walk through that door
Yeah.
or not. You've got to have the bottle and also the drive and the
Exactly.
determination to get the work done to make it happen, and
Mhm.
you've certainly got all of that.
Yeah, when I was like tell Monica Radu, don't don't worry about how many people you have in your crew.
Yeah,
Just make sure you can deliver your what your client is asking for. And at the day you need more people, you're gonna understand. You're gonna feel that. You're gonna say, no, now I can get one more people. I can hide one more. And what I tell people is this: if you try to do everything by yourself, like you're gonna answer the phone, you're gonna inflate balloons, you're
yeah,
gonna deliver everything, you're gonna lose a lot of jobs. You're gonna lose a lot of jobs, and you won't make any difference on some people's life because the people they work here for us, like they feed their families with the money they do here. I said, if I decide to do everything myself, I'm gonna make less money, and all those people they working here with us and they use the money to feed their families, they never gonna exist. Understand? Like you say,
yeah.
when you grow, grow and grow and grow, and don't care about it. Grow.
Cool.
Exactly. No, great way to
Right,
think
next
about
one.
it.
Marina says, "What is the best
Marina,
way to
Washington.
connect with event planners or hotels to do the business with them?"
Exactly like that. Just go and connect. Make your connections. Talk to event planners. Go to the hotels. Make your flyers, business card, and everything, and go there and show your work. Um, we have like we are doing right now is the car dealerships here in New Jersey. we get a flyer. It goes mail straight to the car dealerships, and we do this every month, like for the closest 400 closest car dealership, and we mail, and they call us back. Then we start doing business with those people. But event planners in hotels, you have a lot of like party fairs. You can connect with a lot of those people if you have your booth like set up there. I can tell you not right now because nobody is doing nothing. But those like party fairs, they helping a lot because if you do a nice balloon decoration, the event planner is gonna come to you and gonna talk to you. Like in the hotels, all those hotels and venues, usually you go there and make a balloon decoration because somebody hired you to go there.
Yes.
And at this point, you feel free to go and talk to the manager of the hotel or the event manager there and say, look, that's my business card, that's my fly. If you need anything, you can talk to me. And that's the way you connect with everybody. And little by little, you're going to spread like your company.
It grows.
You don't have to go.
One of the markets we struggled and we really wanted a few years ago was car dealerships, because we felt we had some good products to offer, and we felt it would be regular business. It's a business, and they can showcase their vehicles, but we struggled. We didn't get to speak to the right person, or we just didn't manage to open that door. So we actually did it a bit sneaky. We created some decor and we contacted a garage dealership. And we asked them, because they had some fantastic vehicles, could we borrow their showroom to take some photographs of their cars with our balloons in? And they're like, oh yeah, sure, come down, take some photos. They're thinking, oh, someone's coming into their showroom. So we put all these balloons up. It looked fantastic. We took some photographs. And we said, you know what, guys? We really appreciate you letting us use your showroom for that. We'll leave these balloons here for you as a thank you for letting us take some photographs. Well, it was less than 24 hours. We had a phone call from the manager of the dealership saying, "Wow, these are really something. How could I go about having these for my on a regular basis?" So sometimes you have to if the door's not open properly, you can find some ways of opening it up for yourself.
Yeah, you've got to find a way.
The best thing I can tell Marina Washington about like connection is do not hide yourself inside your house. Like again, Keith and Dominic, thank you so much for all the tips about opening your retail store. Man, I can tell you, when you open a retail store and people see balloons in front of your like place, and they walk in and they start seeing the possibilities they can make it, nobody's stopping you. Okay, I'm gonna say that. People say when I talk about balloon business, I remember. Do you have time to talk?
Yeah. Don't worry. As long as you do, okay. Everybody, all of the viewers are used to us running over, so don't worry about that. Okay. It's fine.
Okay, balloon business is like this. When I remember, I remember when I went to a mall. And there is a cigar store. Cigar? How you say? Cigar?
Cigar.
People smoke?
Cigarette.
A cigarette shop. And then I was looking at the place, and those guys, they have like everybody like full of people buying cigarettes. And I talk to myself and I say, what's the marketing for this guy, for this company? Okay, imagine like the business is like this, okay? It's like this big.
Yeah.
For the guy who sells cigars, it's men's or it's boys or girls, and you say boys, and he reduced like this, and say those guys, they are like all ages or they are old people, like say like from 30 years old to 65, and they reduce like this. And then I say, those guys, they have money or they have no money? They have money because you don't see like some people buying cigars. Yeah. They say, the marketing for the guy is this one here. Look, in 360 degrees is this thing here.
Yeah.
and the guy make a lot of money with that thing. I say, okay, if I do balloons, it's from boys and girls. Okay, I still here. It's for any age, from 0 to 100. You can do gender reveal or you can do funeral.
Yeah.
And I say, okay, you can have any money, no matter how money you have, you can do a balloon decoration for yourself. Man, that's my marketing. Look.
Yeah. That's why we love it.
If I fail in this business, I'm extremely stupid. Like,
no, I understand that though.
The thing is that what we realize, what people have to realize is that there's certain people get into the business and they want to just do high end this. They just want to do this, and it's like what we try to do is when we first started, we were very much like that. We wanted to do high end weddings, everything custom, everything bespoke. But in the area that we're in, there are not many of those type of weddings because we're in a quite a deprived area. So we spent all of our time traveling and looking for these jobs. And it just got to the point where we stopped and we said, look, what kind of customers do we have around us? You know, and that's when we started offering. And the same
thing is, you know, what's our 360 vision? What have we got around us?
Yes.
And the thing that's there all the time is birthdays and babies. So for us, that's the strongest part of that market that's there all day, every day, and there's so much of it. So it's exactly the same thing is, because we were traveling miles. So we said, let's have a look at what's next to our business within a 5 kilometre, 3 or 4 mile radius. There's hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people that are having birthdays.
Yeah.
It's massive. So so we were the same thing as if we fail to do that, we must be stupid.
Right, we must press on. We've got to do next question.
Let's have a look. Who's this one? Sorry, guys. This is a question from a long time listener, Serge.
Oh my god! You're making me blush.
Did we get you with that one, mate? Did we get you with that one, Dante?
If anybody doesn't know what Dante used to do prior to the balloon industry, he used to work in the film industry, and he was actually in a film. He was in a film with the famous Eddie Murphy, and he played a part called Serge.
Check it out.
Me Tope.
That's right.
Check it out. Right, next question. Come on. We have a question from Zara. What about pricing? Have you made any kind of discounts or special prices?
Good question.
Yeah, we don't have any kind of discounts, but we do a special price. It's hard to talk about price because you have to be okay. Let's say, imagine you're gonna buy a burger, okay, and the burger costs like $17.9. Okay, and you talk to the guy and say, "Can you do for 15?" The guy say, "What are you talking about? It's $17.90 plus tax, plus the drink, plus everything else, stuff like this." We make life easy for our clients. Like we don't want to be a pen, okay? And then like all these situations happen. People want to like celebrate stuff and everything, and they say, "How much this?" Say like it's $190. They say, "Oh, can you do 180?" Because people like to ask those kind of questions.
Yep.
Then we say yes. What's the difference? Like $10. Like it won't change my life, but if you're gonna change yours, I'm good. In this display, everybody gonna see, and more people gonna come. And I say it's not like crazy, let's say special prices or discounts. It's like people say, okay, that's 1,000. Can you do 500? Of course, no. But like say like it's 1,050, or can you do 1,000? Yes. What's the problem? Like, what does it matter?
I think our way of dealing with discount, because we get the discount question a lot, is we add service. So if someone says, can I have $10 off, that costs us $10 out of our profit, but we would rather give them $10 more worth of value because that doesn't cost us $10, but it gives them $10 of value. So we've done things like free local all-day deliveries. That has a value attached to it, and we give them that on top. So it means that we're not reducing our pricing.
We're just increasing the delivery of service.
Yeah, so it's always that service element that we found that really gives them something. But you are right, you have to give them something so they feel valued. And however, you approach that, whether it's pricing, discount, if you do discounts, factor it in on your initial pricing. But we would definitely go with the service. Ad service is a...
The helium balloons right now, they cost, like, we sell one helium balloon for $4 each helium balloon.
Okay.
And most of the company dollar stores, the most expensive helium balloons we saw around us is like $2.50. And then we charge $4 each. But when we do like a bouquet, it goes 12 balloons. We put usually 14, 15 balloons to make it beautiful. And we talk to the client, say like, you get 12 balloons, we put 15 in case of any balloon pop. Like you still have the amount of balloons you pay for, and they get happy with that, everything, because
you're adding more value.
We know
that's much better than the discount. Good. We've done the same things.
It's very popular around here. So that if we do like a birthday that's an 18th birthday, they'll want 18 balloons to go on the ceiling or something. And then what we'll do is we'll add in 2 more and say, look, we know you wanted 18, but here's 20 just in case something happens to those.
It's a classic. Do you have the franchise Five Guys? That's a US.
Yes, it is.
A burger joint, Five Guys. So when you buy fries from them, they have an extra container that they put extra fries loose in your bag. It seems like you've been given something extra for free. It isn't. It's within the pricing. They want to make you feel like you've got extra value.
Yes.
And I think that's what we've really been very successful with through the pandemic, is adding value, whether it's some extra balloons to make sure that they have a stress-free, carefree, balloons going on, or it's the free delivery. It's the value added has been one of the biggest wins for us in this current situation.
Right, we've got 2 more questions, and then we have to go because we're well beyond our time.
What have we got? Here we go.
Oh, try it again.
Da-da-da.
There we go. How do you promote your business? I think we've already covered this, but there we go.
Yeah. Basically, like we do not promote anything. Since we opened the retail store, everybody come to us. Thank you, Keith and Dominic, for giving me the tip to open my retail shop. Because since we opened the shop, everybody comes to us, and like the power of mouth, and basically like if you open a place and you promote the place, and 1,000 people coming to you on the next week, you're gonna fail. Because you won't be able to do everybody parties. When you grow little by little, and you grow your crew, and you grow your business little by little, it makes like more. You guys understand that, yeah?
Yes.
It's better than get like 1,000 jobs in 1 week.
Yeah, it's that natural growth.
You also let people down. When you grow too fast, you tend to let people down, which damages your name in the long run. Whereas if you build it little by little, it's the whole how do you eat an elephant, right? Yeah. How do you eat an elephant? You eat it with one bite at a time. It's just one small piece.
When you want a new client because you have no business at all, the best tip I can give to you is go to the supermarket close to your home or to your business, and with a balloon arrangement on the shopping cart. Okay, get your shirt, like your logo, your business card, and go shopping. Because I ask people like this: when you go to a supermarket, do you drive 4 hours for a far supermarket, or do you go in a close to you? Then everybody say, I go in a close to my house.
We go close to us.
And then, and then I say, when you go to the supermarket, is only you there, or there is more people? And everybody say, there is a lot of people there. I say, and they drove 4 hours, or they live nearby? They live nearby. Okay. Then I say, that's your clients like you need it. You go there with some balloons in your shopping cart and shopping for real, like go do your groceries and everything. And people are going to start asking you two things: where did you buy those balloons, or if you sell those balloons. And at this point, you give your business card and say, "Oh, I sell those, and that's my business." And in 12 months at least, they're going to call you because maybe they have a party on the week before and they need it for the next year. But you're going to get surprised with how many people are going to call you like during like this time. And one day you're going to start bringing balloons to the supermarket. That's the easiest way to get clients close to your shop.
Yeah, I've heard that story a few times when we've been teaching together as well, and it's a very powerful message. It's really cool. Right, we've got one more question.
Here we go.
What are your plans for the Christmas, New Year's Eve events during the pandemic?
Yeah, we closed the shop on December the 24th, and we reopened the shop in January 10th. We don't do Christmas parties, New Year's events, any stuff like this, because we work so hard the whole year to make sure we're gonna have this time for the family. Like it's Christmas and New Year's is for my wife and my kids. I don't care how much money you're gonna spend with like balloons. If you hire me, you're never gonna pay for the time I have with my kids.
Yeah, we are 100%. We are exactly the same when it comes to that. It is only the time of the year that we actually close the store.
We do turn business down, and that's okay because our family's more important. You know, you have to set aside that time, and Christmas for us is kind of the most special time.
Yes.
You know, we can have holidays at different times. That's okay. That can change. That can move. But Christmas is Christmas, and we've refused to budge on that one.
Absolutely.
For I don't know how long.
For quite a few years.
And it's
a few years.
There's no one been able to convince us otherwise yet.
When I have no kids or wife, I did like balloon decoration, but now no way.
I think he deserves.
Well, you're going to give him some nuggets.
He's gonna have one of.
There we're going to have a few golden nuggets down there. There we go. The thing is that I would like to pass on all of the messages that have been going through the chat. However, there are far too many. So what you're going to need to do is, when you've got an hour spare, sit down and you can watch this back and read the messages because people have really appreciated what you've had to share.
Absolutely.
With them.
Yes, Dante.
If you want to talk to me straight, if somebody on the chat want to talk to me straight, just go to Instagram, looking for Dream Factory Balloons.
I'll move out the way.
Okay, so Instagram, Dream Factory Balloons.
There we go. He's just showing off his manly chest there.
Look at that. He's flexing.
And then you can chat, you can send a message straight to me, then we can keep in touch. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so what we're going to do as well is that we're going to pass on a kiss from all of our friends over here. Thank you very much for being part of this very special and very different Q Corner.
Yes.
So,
Thank you so much for that.
Thanks, Dante. You are an inspiration to many people. Okay,
Yes.
And also, yes, we
Can
may
I say
help
just
you.
one more thing?
Yeah.
I want to say thank you, Keith and Dominic, for give me tips to open my retail store.
You might have said that once or twice. So the thing is that you might have taken those tips that we gave you to do that, but you taught us how to open a bag of balloons.
Yes.
Always remember that as well, Dante.
It'll always be known as the Brazilian cut.
It is. It's the giving the bag of balloons a Brazilian
And we use
cut.
that all the time.
So we're going to say bye-bye to Dante. Thank you very much. And we'll speak soon, all right? You stay nice and safe.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
You too,
Bye-bye.
guys. Stay safe.
Bye-bye. And then that just leaves us to say a good bye-bye to you guys.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Stay nice and safe.
Yes.
We'll see you.
I think we lost our Facebook feed
We
halfway
did.
through. Unfortunately, Facebook decided that they would kick us out. But hey, we're still here on YouTube, which is what counts.
It's always better to catch us on YouTube anyway because the chat works so much better, and we can get your questions up on there. So thanks to everybody. We shall
thank you for the questions.
see you in a couple of weeks. Remember to we can do this one again. Remember next Wednesday,
I'll say the same thing
you
as well,
can
yes.
sign up to the webinar, which is the Qualitex what's
Qualitex.com
hot right now.
Events is what you need. Go there.
Qualitex.com. Can't go wrong with Qualitex.com. And get yourself over onto there and sign up for that. It's going to be absolutely amazing next
I'm looking
Wednesday.
forward to that
And we'll
one.
see you a week after that. Also, Cam and Evie had a week off this week.
What?
I
They didn't get a week off?
know it was Labour Day weekend. They had a week off this week, but
Wow.
they will be back as ever, raring and looking forward to seeing you guys
Happy hour.
next week.
Yes.
So you guys take care, stay nice and safe.
Yes.
All right, and happy ballooning.
Bye for now.
Bye.